teaching. Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming, homage to Master Sakya Zeng Kong, and homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Thupten Dorji, homage to the three jewels of the altar, and homage to the main deity of Homa today, Siddhikarbha Bodhisattva. The practitioner, 教授师、法师、讲师、主教、堂主及各位同门，还有网络上的同门，大家午安，大家好。Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do? Sorry for the interruption. I still. Hola, amigo. Que quiero mucho. Sugoin. Ichiba. Shimoji. Okay. Jumi. Yabi. Brin. Konnichiwa. 那我们现在通知大家，下个礼拜天是4月10日下午3点 PM. Next Sunday, April 10th at 3 PM, there would be Jundi Buddha Mother Homa Fire Offering Ceremony. 昨天晚上我们讲了 Last night, we have talked about Jundi Buddha Mother, that we can view her as a yidam as well as a protector, because her Dharma power is boundless. And her heart mantra is Om Jali Jali Junti Soha. Om Jali Jali Junti Soha. 这一尊呢，我好像在印度这个耆那教 This deity, I believe, in the Jain religion, is also considered a primary deity in Jainism. There is a religion called Jainism. So she has a tremendous Dharma power, and she can be a protector as well as a yidam. She's very magnificent. In the past, Master Pufang Yidam was a Jundi Buddha Mother. Today we perform Siddhikarbha Bodhisattva's Homa. And just now, when I was forming the mudra, or at the beginning, Siddhikarbha Bodhisattva told me that he's in the realms of hell and I am in the human realm. So Siddhikarbha Bodhisattva is my brother, a very close brother. When he descended,
我不为什么，是他为什么。
It's not me.
所以这个
I'm not for
所以他的这个
no
金刚
wise for
号
me,
是
but for
飞叶
him
金刚，就是一叶金刚。
are reasons.
那个飞叶金刚
His Vajra name
就
is
是慈悲六道的这个金刚。
Vajra. So the Vajra who's
他大概看到这个
toward the six realms.
地狱是很难空的。
So perhaps he realized that the hells are very difficult to empty.
那么他发愿
And basically the hells are never empty. But he generated the vow that he would not become a Buddha before the hells are empty. And now it's extremely difficult to empty the hells, because nowadays more and more people in the human world who do not follow Buddhist teachings, nor are the morality, morals. So he's very sad. And I felt it. I felt how he felt. I feel how he feels. So that's what it was. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure. And the mantra, this Ha is his heart mantra. The sixth syllable. That's the mantra. Om ha 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 ve samoye soha.
地藏王菩萨，当初他这个九华山的地藏王菩萨叫金乔杰。
The Siddhikapa Bodhisattva of Mount Johua was called Jin Chao Jie. He went to Mount Johua in Anhui province. Typically, Siddhikapa Bodhisattva's tankas or statues, in front of him, there's an elderly holding a staff or a stick, and most people think that that's an earth god, but actually he is the owner of Mount Johua. So Siddhikapa Bodhisattva went there and asked for a place to live from the landlord of Mount Johua. So could you please provide a donation? So the landlord asked Siddhikapa Bodhisattva, how much land do you need? And he replied, I have this kasaya robe on me, and as big as this piece of cloth. And the landlord said, so tiny, of course. So he took off his kasaya robe, and when I throw it out, and where the place covered by the robe, please give it to me. And the landlord said, such a small robe, the kasaya robe. So, sure, no problem at all. So he tossed his kasaya robe and covered the whole mountain. So the landlord had no other way than giving the whole mountain. So that's why Mount Johua is the spiritual center of Siddhikapa Bodhisattva. So that's why next to Siddhikapa Bodhisattva, there's this elderly who was the donor who gave Mount Junhua to Siddhikapa Bodhisattva. So that's his experience at Mount Junhua. It was a very amazing. So that a Kasaya group can cover the whole mountain. It's very miraculous and magical. So at that time, Siddhikapa Bodhisattva just cover himself with the robe and to cover his eyes, then everything is mine. Amitabha. I think I have told these jokes, but I can share it again. There is a father and the nun, a Catholic nun, were playing golf, and he missed, and he said, "Shit, shit, I missed it." And then the second time he tried, and he missed again, and he said, "Shit, it's crooked." I missed. And then the nun said, "Oh, you should not curse." And he tried, and still it missed the hole. So shit, I missed again. So there's lightning from the sky, and stricken the nun to death. So the father or the priest raised his head to God in heaven and said, "It's me who cursed. Why did you strike the nun?" And then there's this elderly son, voice from heaven that said, "Shit, I missed."
Things
in the world can always be so accurate. Sometimes you miss.
这个病人对医生讲说：“医生，我有点咳嗽。”
Doctor,
这个病这么严重，怎么拖到现在才来看我？
I'm coughing. Oh, so severe. Why did you take so long to come see me? And the patient asked, "Is it too late?" And the doctor just said, "It's not too late. It's my time off." So the patient was late.
好，现在我们进入这个你问我答。
Now we'll do the question and answer.
马来西亚莲花静心
From Malaysia, 莲花静心。
你好。
Grandmaster, how are you?
莲花静心向
I am a Singaporean disciple. I pay homage to you. May I ask you a few questions?
请问师尊，在三际一如的前提下，
With respect to the 3 times are one, if a sadhaka does not want to continue living in this life, can they bring their physical body to go back in time to their past lives and continue living there or to the future?
在三际一如的前提下，就是过去、现在、未来。
So 3 times are one, which means the past, the present, and the future. No. Begin, began, begun.
就是过去、现在、未来。
That means the past, present, and future
一个修行成就者，如果不想生活在现在
A Siddha, which is someone with attainments, who doesn't want to continue living in this life,
大挪移到过去的世
can
界
they
生活，
bring their
或
physical
者到
body to
将
go
来
back
的
in
世界
time to
生
their past
活呢？
lives and continue living there, or to the future to
这是一
live?
个第一个问题。
That's the first question.
他这个问得很深，
Oh,
很深，
this is
好
a
像他就是
very
神。
mystical question, as if he's a
过去
deity, a god,
也可以进到未来。
that he could go to the past or
刚刚
then
我
the
也很
future.
深。
Just now I was too.
我走到地藏王菩萨面前的时候，
When I walk up to Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva,
我走到地藏王菩萨面前，刚刚来，还没有进来。
when I walk to the front of
我
Siddhigarbha
已经进
Bodhisattva,
来。
no, I
要
already
去
came
点
back
那个
here
魔火的时候，
before I lit
走
the
到
Homa
地藏王
fire,
菩萨面前，
and I walk to the front of Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva.
我突然间
All
进
of a
入过
sudden,
去时，
I went to the past, to my past life.
所以我今天要讲这个原因，就是
So
我进入过去时，
the reason why I want to say this today, I went to my past life and
跟我的
realized
兄
and
弟是不分
discovered
的。
that I am inseparable from my brother.
我居然发觉，
And I found
我就是地藏王菩萨。
that I am Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva.
然后在那里，
And right there,
我就忆起了过去。
I remembered the past.
我有一世是在日
In
本，
one of my lives, I was in Japan.
那是这个日本的有没有一个朝代叫做辉焰？
Was there
有一个朝代，它的朝代里面叫
an
辉
era
焰，
in
辉星的
Japan
焰，辉焰
that's
的朝
called
代，
like a flying swallow?
我不太清楚，是不是有这个辉
Flying
焰？
swallow.
辉
I'm not
星
sure.
辉焰的朝代有没有
Oh,
日本？
geese, a flying geese
是
era.
叫什么？
What
日
is
本的
it?
所有的朝代当中有没有一个叫做
Of
辉
all
焰？
the era in Japan, is there one that's called this?
这个，有没有？
说有啊，三七七
飞鸟，
三多，哎，
飞鸟，哦，飞鸟时代，哦，飞鸟时代，我讲飞燕跟飞鸟差不多。
there's a flying bird era,
阿苏嘎，
Asuka era
17世纪，花姐
during the
在那个
7th
时代生
century.
活过
I was living in that era.
有没有一个人叫？ 系，你坐，你坐。
It's okay. Please be seated.
他曾经是我兄弟。
He once was my brother. Asuka period. He had lived in Japan as well as Tibet. He's my brother. Was there someone that's called?
593年，圣德太子摄政，推行圣德太子改革至694年。那这个飞鸟时代是指7世纪的日本，7元592年到710年。那个时候飞鸟时代以及根据的遗址所在地的奈良城南方25里处的飞鸟而命名的。
好，你请坐。
Okay, please be seated. That was me. Shotoku Daishi, I believe. I have to double check. So a Siddha, someone with spiritual attainment, if they do not want continue living in this life, we can know our past lives. And we can also know about our future. However, to move the physical body to the past or future, you have to practice your destiny, the body. So that's why we have a saying about the dual practices of both nature and the body. So Grandmaster has attained the practice of the nature. Let's just term it soul, which is easier rather than using life chi or primordial spirit. We just say our soul. Our soul can return to the past lives by practicing the nature, our nature. But if you do not practice your body cannot go back to the past lives. So if you practice both the nature or the soul and the body, then yes, you can move your body to the past or the future. However, you need to have attainments in both the practice of the soul and body, the nature and the body. And sometimes most of us can't even have attainments in the practice of the nature, which is the Buddha nature. Moreover, the practice of the body. So the Buddha nature can go back to the past very simply, instantly, very easy. Like in front of Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, I can go back to my past, which is the Asuka period or era in Japan, and I became the Sotoku Daishi.
为什么日本有很多的地藏王菩萨？
Why there are so many Siddhigarbha Bodhisattvas in Japan? Japan highly reveres Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. In the villages and everywhere, always in standing posture, holding the staff, the authoritative staff. It's everywhere, in remote places too. They highly respect Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva.
那我也曾经在西藏。
And I was in Tibet too. I once lived in Tibet too. In my past lives. This is all talking about the past lives. So Master Lianzi from New York were together with me before. And he once was living in Tibet too, and also in Japan. So I can provide consultation using a round table. When I put the spirit into it, then the table can turn by itself. So Master Lianzi from New York can also do it. I'm not sure about other people though.
那么要把这个自己的灵魂进入过去世跟未来世，都是可以的，成就者都是可以的。
A Siddha can make his soul to go to the past or the future lives. But for the body to go to the past and future lives, you need to have attainments in the practice of the body. I think in the past I have read the book who wrote there were two spiritual cultivators or sadhakas who have the souls out of body travel. So the souls left their bodies to go to Luoyang to enjoy the flowers. And one just took a look, just enjoy and came back. And the other one took a flower blossom with him and they came back. So the one that could bring the flower had attainments in both the practice of the soul and the body. That's why he could pick a flower and bring the flower back. But if you only practice the nature or the soul, then you cannot bring the flower back with you. That's the answer to Lianhua Jingxing from Malaysia. Second question about Jatismara or the recollections of past lives or predestinations as spoken by the Buddha, or the karma of the past, present, and future lives. Grandmaster wrote in your book number 284, The Life Lessons of a Monk in His 70s, in an article entitled Major Goodness and Foremost Spiritual Cultivation, that one must do both. Yet it is mentioned that a Buddha can know all lives. Do you mean that a Buddha can accurately know all things, big and small, including the results after the karma has been established? So, if so, does it suggest that the Buddha would know all the results of karma? Wouldn't this be contradictory to establishing karma? As stated by the Buddha. So, what is this predestination and what is establishing your karma? When Sakyamuni Buddha was alive, he was against predestination because he believed that a human being can able to change their own destiny. So the believers of the predestination or fatalism, they believe that everything is predestined. Then they don't need to put any effort. Do not have to practice Buddha Dharma because everything is predestined, right? No need to cultivate spiritually. Everything is destiny. Just follow it. And you go wherever. But the Buddha was against that. That's the Jatismara, or the collections of past lives, or destiny, as spoken by the Buddha. And this question too is very divine. So the Buddha knows all lives and accurately know all things, big and small, including the results of all karma. After the karma has been established, is it contradictory? No, it's not. But it is too. It's really difficult to say. Because I personally feel that the one that learned feng shui would know. If it is at the right magnetic field, then you would be very diligent. You would be very energetic. But if it's the wrong magnetic field, if you are in the wrong magnetic field, then it's impossible to put in any effort or to exert. That it doesn't matter how hard you try. Like when you sit on a Dharma throne, you're always drowsy and falling asleep, even when you try to stay awake, that you cannot. That's the wrong magnetic field for you. If it's the right one, it's very easy for you to merge into it, to go into it. So it's related to the geomancy. So in feng shui, there's a saying that the good land is occupied by the good person or virtuous person or blessed person. So if it's time, if you have the blessings, then wherever you live, any house, then you would succeed and become wealthy. So, but if you're in bad luck, doesn't matter how good the consultation, the feng shui and geomancy consultation, that the house should be beneficial for you, but as soon as you live in it, the result is earthquake, and then took away all your earth energy from that spot. So it's part karma or destiny. However, the Buddha does not emphasize destiny because the past life has passed and the present is passing and the future is not here yet.
So in
Zen Buddhism, there's this famous phrase, here and now. So just treasure the here and now. Actually, the here and now, this moment, will also become the past. That's why the Vajra Sutra is talking about the concept of emptiness. that the mind of the past is unattainable, the mind of the present is unattainable, and the mind of the future is also unattainable. How can there be the here and now? You have no other choice than to be in the present, in the moment. So, in the moment that you have to go to the bathroom, because you have to pee. Right? You just have to go. So think about it. So the presence, the here and now is also important. So Jatismara, which is everything is predestined. And then establishing your destiny, that's the here and now. If you are if you do your best in the here and now, then you would have attainment. If you treasure each of the moment, then you would have attainment. But if you grasp the predestination, then everything is gone. Then you miss the opportunity. So of course, the Buddhas know the past, present, and future. However, they're still in the here and now, and you need to apply both. So that's what I mean. I reply to Lian Hua Jinxin from Malaysia. The third question. Master, in ancient times, there was a prosecution by slow death, a gradual dismembering of one's body. The executioner would take a sharp knife and slowly cut off the flesh and skin of a convict hundreds and thousands of times. In such extreme suffering, is it possible to be fearless and maintain meditative stability? If so, how does one do it? Only Sakyamuni Buddha could do it in the Vajra Sutra. This slow death prosecution, Sakyamuni Buddha said when he was the sage of endurance, he was teaching the 4 queens or concubines of the king Kalinga. And the king saw it. So he prosecuted him, dismembered him piece by piece, like the fingers, one joint at a time. And yet he had no complaints. It was so painful and so much suffering. And yet he had done no animosity. So what kind of spirit is that? That's the spirit of no self, as spoken in the Vajra Sutra. Only those with the spirit of no self can do it. If you still have self, it's impossible to do it. He was trying to deliver those 4 queens. But the king, Kalinga, did not believe so. So he dismembered him. Like what you wrote here. And the question, this kind of extreme fear and suffering, is it possible to maintain meditative stability? I believe most people cannot do it. Even I cannot. When it's painful, you would be crying. You can feel it. And at that time, you're talking that no self, no self. That's just words. You're cutting your flesh piece by piece. How can there be no pain, no suffering, no hatred, no resentment at all in your heart? But Jesus could do it too. When he was crucified on the cross, he said, God, please forgive them, because they know not what they have done. Jesus said that to God. God, please forgive those people who crucified me, because they know not what they have done. They did not know that they have done wrong. So when Jesus was crucified, he also suffered greatly. So being crucified and this slow death, what's the difference between the two? Like nails right here and here and on your wrist, and then another nail on your feet, and to let you bleed until all dried up before you die. Think about it. Yet Jesus forgive these people who crucified him. And Sakyamuni Buddha was remembered piece by piece. So your question is, how does one do it? Sakyamuni Buddha did, Jesus did. Only the major, great spiritual cultivators can do it. Most people, including myself, wouldn't be able to do it. However, you need to want to do it, to believe in it. In Christianity, many people believe in that. Including Paul and John the Baptist also die. They were caught and they were instructed to abandon their faith and belief and to change, and they rejected, so they were being prosecuted. So I went to the, what's that called? The matador, what's that called? Yeah, the matador. In Rome, the Colosseum, what's that called? The Colosseum. Those are when I visited there, the Colosseum in Rome. So when I visited there's so many spirits of the people or the animals that died in the fights there that asked me to deliver them. But those were done fast. So such spirits is already like martyrdom, I believe. That's already amazing. Moreover, the dismemberment, the dismembering of the body. If someone tells you, don't believe in True Buddhist school, otherwise I would cut you off, then please don't maintain that. You just agree. No need to suffer for that, because it's too scary. Then you should just admit, but you don't do it with all your heart, okay? It's like the bullfight in Rome. So because you want to live on, right? And you can just repent, and you can swear, but at the same time, your feet is saying not, and that would do.
好，我们今天讲《金刚经》吧，不然你看5:02分了。
What? It's 5:02 already? It's almost time. Let's talk about the Vajra Sutra, Chapter 25, Manifesting All Illusions. Subhuti, what do you think? One should not say that the Tathagata holds the notion, I am delivering sentient beings. Subhuti, do not hold such a view. Why? Because sentient beings do not exist in the eyes of the Tathagata. If they were to exist, then the Tathagata would still have a notion of self, other sentient beings, and lifespan. Subhuti, the Tathagata states, the self has no self, yet mundane people believe that they have selves. Subhuti, the Tathagata says that mundane beings are not mundane beings, they are merely mundane beings. Subhuti, do you know?
你们所有的弟子不要以为佛有做这样一种念头。
All my disciples, please don't think that the Buddha has this notion, I am delivering sentient beings. Actually, no such thought. So Subhuti, do not hold such a view. Why? Because there are no sentient beings that I delivered. If there were sentient beings that I delivered, then the Tathagata would still have a notion of self, others, sentient beings, and lifespan. Subhuti, the Tathagata states, the self has no self, yet mundane people believe that they have self. Subhuti, the Tathagata says that mundane beings are not mundane beings. They are merely named mundane beings. So mundane, most ordinary people. So what is the key point here? Sentient beings have Buddha nature. The Buddha taught the Buddha Dharma. You listen to the Buddha Dharma and you understand the Buddha Dharma and you apply the Buddha Dharma to deliver yourself. The Buddha does not deliver you. You purify yourself and your Buddha nature appears. And Buddha nature has been inherently there all along inside you. So nobody can deliver you. You can only deliver yourself. You can only liberate and deliver yourself. The Tathagata, the Buddha, cannot deliver you because the Buddha nature is your own thing. Why do I need you to deliver me? You're just teaching me the ways, the methods, and I purify myself, so I deliver myself. After I deliver myself, my Buddha nature appears, so I attain Buddhahood by myself. So it's not delivered by the Buddha. That's what the Buddha says. I am not delivering sentient beings. The sentient beings are delivering themselves. I'm just telling you how to purify yourself. And then you do so accordingly. And then you deliver yourself and you will attain Buddhahood. on your own.
本意是这样子的。
That's the
所以
essential
我不能
meaning
这
of
样
this.
想。
So the Buddha cannot think,
No.
I am delivering
众生不
sentient
是你度
beings.
的，
No, sentient beings are
每一
not
个众
yours
生
to
都是自己度
deliver.
自己。
That each and every sentient being delivers themselves.
这样大家听懂吗？
Now do you understand?
没有谁能够度你，
Nobody can
只有
deliver
你
you.
自己度自己。
Only you deliver
因
yourself.
为活性就在你身上，
Because the Buddha
你把
nature
自
is
己清
inside
净
you.
了，你就是
Once you
成就，
purify
你就是成就。
yourself, then you
你自己不
are
清
a
净，
Siddha, you're one
我
with
哪能够
attainment.
度你？
If you're not purified yourself,
所以
if you're
我
not
不做这样的
purified,
想，我
how
在
can
度
the
众
Buddha
生。
deliver you? Therefore,
就
the
是
Buddha
无
does
所
not
者，
think
无
that
听
he
者，
is delivering sentient beings. So that means there's
就到最后就
no
就
speakers,
是这样子讲，
no
意
listeners.
思就讲，我的意思
So
就是这
at the
样。
end, the Buddha
你不
says,
过是用佛法
what
来
I
清
mean
净
is
自己，
that
佛法
you
只
use
是一
the
个
Buddha
工具
Dharma to purify yourself. The Buddha Dharma is just a means, a tool,
罗赖吧，这样子转，就把你
like
转
a
起，
screw. And then you
是一个气势，
nut and bolt to tie you
起字啦，是一个起字，把你拴紧，只是一个工具。你松掉了，就把你拴紧。
So if you're loose, then you can be tightened up.
那么精进的时候，
So by
把自己精进了，自己度自己就成就了。
Then you
所
deliver
以我不
yourself
讲
and have
说你归
attainment.
谁，
So that's why the Buddha
但
doesn't
是
say
说啊，你归如是尊，
you take refuge in
归
whom.
佛法
So
僧。
like, of course, when we're living in this world, we take refuge in Grandmaster Lu, in the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Actually, you take refuge in your
自
own
己
self
归自己的佛性，
nature. You take refuge in your own Buddha
那
nature.
叫做自归依，
That's called the
自己
self-refuge.
度自己。
You deliver yourself.
我现在一点大家都知道了。佛为什么讲实有众生如来度者？根本没有一个众生是如来度的。为什么？
Because there's not even a single sentient being that's being delivered by the Tathagata.
没有这回事。
Why? Because you deliver yourself. So,
实无
is
有
there
众
any
生如
Buddha
来
nature
度者。
that's delivered
若
by
有众生
Tathagata?
如来度
None.
者，这个佛就不是佛了。
Because there are no sentient beings
它是有因来说法，是
are delivered by the
说法
Tathagata. If they were to exist, then the Tathagata
啊，佛陀说
would
法
still
是
have the
无因说
ocean,
法。
the notion of self. So, when the Tathagata gives
如
Dharma
果是如
teaching,
来是有
that's
所
the
为而
Dharma
说法，
teaching without
就有我了。
cause.
啊，众生都是我度的。
If the Dharma teaching is
不用高
conditional,
兴，
then
人
there's
家度
self.
自己度自己，不是你度。
So you're happy because you have delivered sentient beings,
这个
but no.
无我相、无人相、无众生相、无寿者相，根本没有，
No phenomena of self, other sentient beings, and lifespan.
没有。
There are none of those.
所以佛讲，
Who have
如
you,
果有
whom have
我
you
的，
delivered? None. So the Buddha
即非
said,
有我，
so the ones
就不是我。
with self have no
我
self.
也不是我，
So
我也不是我。但是
the self
一般
has
的
no
人都
self.
以为
Even I
这
am
因
not
为有我就自私啊。
Yet mundane people believe they have a self. Then, if they
你如果
believe
想到
that, so
我，
they
你就
become
开始自
selfish.
私了，你有自私的心呐。
Whenever you think of yourself, then you
学佛的
start
人
to
不
have
能够有自私的
self-interest.
心，就是不能够有这个我啊。
But Buddhists cannot have self-interest and you cannot have this notion of self.
啊，凡夫的人，一般的人都以为啊，我就是谁，就是我，都以为有我，所以他跟西菩提讲，所谓凡夫者，如来说即非凡夫。一般
Believe
的
they
人
have
不
a
是一
self.
般的
That's
人，
why
因为
Subuddhita Tathagata says that
我
mundane
的眼
beings
睛
are
就
not
会看
mundane
到我
beings.
性。一般的人就是我。
Because in the eyes of the Buddha, they only see the Buddha
如来
nature.
说即非凡夫，凡
So
夫者
mundane
即非
beings
凡
are Buddhas.
因为
Therefore, mundane beings are not mundane beings. Because in the eyes of the Buddha, they are Buddha nature, they are no mundane beings. That's why they are not mundane beings. And because mundane beings believe they have self, that's why they are called mundane beings. That's why they are also called mundane beings. Because most ordinary people, they think there's self. There's a self. And because they have this notion, they become selfish. That's why you cannot have self. Like the Buddha said, you have to hold the notion of no self. Every moment you should remind yourself, no self, no self, no self. Which is telling you not to have self-interest or not to be selfish. From the very beginning, you always be very selfish. This is mine, or yours, or theirs. I want the best one, and you take the bad ones. That's selfish, right? If everyone is equal, that's it. That would be right. That's the nature of equality. Therefore, Buddha nature is the nature of equality. It's this principle. Now, do you understand that chapter?
有3个人到纽约度假，他们在一座高层宾馆的45楼订了套房。
Three people went on vacation in New York City and stayed at the penthouse on 45th floor. But one night, the elevators broke, so they were asked to stay the night in the lobby, but they didn't want to. So they discussed and agreed to climb up the stairs and sharing jokes all the way. And finally, they got to the 45th floor and really exhausted. And then now it's the last joke. Okay. So can you share your last joke? And then he said, very short, but it's very sad. I forgot the keys to the room in the lobby. I think I've told this joke before. My scorecards is very stable, always first in class. And the other day, I became number 2, and Dad told me, so you have digressed. And I said, no, I have not. I have progressed. Because I let the second, the X number 2 to be number 1, and because it was a win-win situation, and Dad was puzzled. What do you mean? Because when I got number 1, you just give me 100, and when he got to be number 1, he got 1,000 from his dad, and he made a deal with me to share 500. This past few years, everyone is practicing meditation because at home, when you stay at home, it's like a retreat. Don't go around, keep the health, and you would have more years to come. By protecting yourself, the family would be rest assured. In pandemic, no coming and no going, and nothing's the matter. This is Taiwanese. No coming, no going, and nothing's the matter. but play of words, it will not be affected,
这几年在
infected.
家里好好修禅定。
So
疫情之间，
just be at ease and practice meditation during the pandemic.
今天演了一场戏。
So I
过去的、
acted in a movie
现
today,
在的、
the past, the
未来
present,
的，
and the future,
打成一片。
all continues and become one.
这个怎么搞的？怎么
What happened? What's happening? I cried my heart out. I felt so good.
这个哭也有好处，什么好处
There's
呢？
benefit to crying.
泪腺有没有塞住？
You can check if your tear ducts are still normal,
塞住
open.
就好。
Even if they're not blocked, they're good.
年纪大，什么毛病都会。
Otherwise, as you age, there are many problems appearing. And if your tear ducts are blocked, that would be troublesome, right? How many baby home?